So yeah, I think BNK FEARX, a lot of team fighting tools. You can think of how the wombo combo is going to come together. A lot of hold them still and you fire. But Dplus's mid-game spike is kind of absurd.
But yeah, we said that so many times. I remember I watched it back and I just, it was really hard. Because, okay, Beryl's going to go in, save us from this conversation for the moment. Aftershock is worn off, but you can see Diable taking a lot of damage. The wraparound from the other tree, though, coming in, and Beryl is overextended. He has to flash. There's a flash forward from Kellen, though. Twisted advance, and down goes the Leona. First blood for BNK. He was, you were talking about barbecuing the Gwen. That is continuing to happen here as a tree battle is going to ensue, but Kellen makes it unfair. The crash down, but it's after the flash from Lucid, who goes into the brush. It is still an advantage. Wow, that Valkyrie forward, and there's Showmaker picking up the follow-up kill. I kind of thought they were going to be okay, but Showmaker said, nope, you are definitely not already there. Control Warp goes down, though. And so let's see whether Lucid's going to get the support. Steps into his brush. Can they get one of these? That's the big question. Smite going to come on through. I think that spells the exit here for BNK as Raptor moves back down. There it is. So not going to be getting any portions of feats of strength or anything like that as Kellen, Hex flashing in. Enough, as he's going to have to back away. All right, Kellen and Diable coming on down towards his bottom side. Bullet time softens up Shu somewhat, but he does have a strap shield, so he's all right. Oh dear. Daisy getting the knock up. There's another Zenith Blade in, and aiming collects the kill. Exhaust not quite enough there. Has parceled on over towards the Grubs. And Lucid able to take a couple of those. 3 apiece likely to be the answer here, as Vikla has also sheathed over. Sheath is a weird word. I'm just looking at my thesaurus.
She has. I mean, I can understand how that could work for rap, but not really like.
Yeah,
rap.
that's the best part.
For this one, if you look at their carries, the Yone and the MF, they're just sitting on components. I think this is a bad fight to take.
Yeah, these are big item spikes. And, okay, Magnustorm still brings Kellen in, but there's the equalizer. They do not want to engage on top of that one, but already the Rel has gone down. Vikla gone pretty ballistic, but he does have to go back to that unbound Salty Arbol. Going nuts. Beryl gets the shield, and he interrupts the ultimate. Still goes down. It's a crazy fight, but it is 4 for 2 in favor of DK.
And I think the item advantage really came in clutch there. You know, the redemption heal that came through helped mitigate that initial engage, and then Showmaker and aiming both kind of just free hitting on the back end of that fight.
Well, Vikla, missed that Q. That might have been enough to kill him, actually, or might have just been very, very close. And the Leandries. And so it was kind of one of the worst times to fight. The next worst time is when you have double Muir Mana and a Moonstone, and then it's even worse, his team.
I think honestly later in the game, when Vikla and Claire have like 3-4 items, I think that's really where I'm thinking this team was a power point. Also with Diable and the MF, you could honestly build like Executioners and Serpent's Fang, and just the AoE you provide, Grievous Wounds on everyone, shield reduction on everyone, a lot of value versus the Ivan, but right now we're really in prime time for Dplus.
River from here, but wants to go for a back first, has teleport available. See how close to an item spike he's going to be as he does go back home. Not quite at that Manamune just yet as Daisy comes out. Kellen has that wraparound, or sorry, has that wind around.
Better.
As the Nature's Grasp comes out. And no Magnustorm angle here. DK, great positioning. I think they knew where the Rel was this whole time. Playing around it beautifully. And BNK realizing that they're overstaying their welcome. Beryl still wants to fight, so he walks into 3 people, just presses the blast cone. That's going to get him out of there. Diable moves in, and an immediate bullet time is weird. But I liked the gusto from the young man.
They're still trying to fight this.
Yeah, Lucid has the smite. Raptor can move in as well. It's a tree smite battle as the Solar Flare is going to stun him up. In goes Beryl once again. Vikla uses the ult to get himself out. The Herald goes over to the Ivern, and down goes the Maokai. The tree battle we can see has been won by the one with the skinnier legs. And Diable just knew there was no way in. That is a lot of value, and DK just going to utilize Shelly immediately.
I think BNK FEARX, they try to set up, they try to find an angle, it didn't show itself, and I think you just have to make the call to back away. They hung around for too long, Jungler goes down, Herald goes down too, and now they're losing even more than they would have if they've just said, look, we can't contest this, give it up.
But I mean, it's pretty close to 50-50. So I'm very, very happy for the cadence of Cloud Soul so far today.
It's good omen for Cloud Soul fans.
Oh dear.
So
Oh yeah. All right.
Now, I don't think you're going to find a way in here. It's already gone.
They do at least see that it is disintegrating.
Looks like their intent is to get control of this topside river.
Yeah. All right. Raptor throws down the Nature's Grasp, but Beryl, he had the Zenith Blade in the air, and now Raptor is split off from the rest of his team. SolarFlare needs to be flashed as Raptor gets himself out of the way. Kellen finding the Magna Storm onto 3. Vikla dives in as well, but he melts instantly. Kellen gonna follow suit as Clear is not immune even a little bit. Double kill for aiming, and now they'll take the Otacon after taking 3 off the map from BNK.
There you go. You see BNK FEARX try and make the counter engage, but the skill shots don't connect. And if you're slightly off against this composition, you're gonna have a bad time. Lucid coming in with redemption, able to keep everyone healthy. And now this mid tier 1, a very poor compensation. Oh, this Atacam.
And it was ruinous as well.
They get mid sort of prio control over the jungle. They move down. Maokai ult comes out to try to deny this wave pressure. Doesn't really do that much though.
Oh, SolarFlare going to be avoided there by Vikla, but cannot unbind his soul now for the next little while. Daisy going in, going aggressive. Kellen taking a bunch of poke damage as well. DK, I think, are just going to be able to push this one down. They've got a few minions left remaining, so Inner Turret providing even more money for this team. Wow, I don't even know that word. There's a bunch of words, like a mantle? Is a mantle apparently a rap?
I think it's getting to the point where it's just too confusing.
I don't know. Thankfully, Beryl is engaged, so maybe we'll focus on that one. Root Call landing here from Lucid as well, and you can see they're taking no damage. SolarFlare not doing too much as Diablo not allowed to have a good time. True Shot Barrage is also going to hit Vikla, but just obliterates the Misfortune, and now the rest of BNK are just falling like a house of cards. Double kill now for Shiu as Lucid trying to look for a flash angle, doesn't quite get it as Aiming is angry. Vikla trying to escape, but remember, he has to go back, and so he's just dead. Aiming able to line up the Q nicely on that one. Kellen, yeah, his former teammates just going to take him down. And now, inhibitor turret number 1 going to fall. It's an ace for DK, as they have just, it feels like, had control for this entire game. They're taking an inhibitor in the mid lane whilst taking Baron. Certain things that we will never know, and it's the mystery that makes it, you know? That's what we like. And if we found out, then maybe the magic would be gone, as this inhibitor is also gone.
Yeah, that is a deep flank.
Yeah.
This is a surmountable flank.
Well, let's see whether Kellen can find the angle. Vikla doesn't find the ultimate, and Aiming gets right out of there, back into position to do damage. Raptor wants to defect. He's gone to the enemy base, and Diablo is alone once again.
Yeah, I'm just not convinced that Dplus actually took damage there.
Yeah, well, Clear did. He was not immune.
Yeah. Did have his exhaust. Didn't use it. Don't think it would have mattered. And now Dplus will look to put them out of their misery in this game.
They have ponchoed on over towards these Nexus turrets. They're going to dive the fountain as well, and Beryl is going to be able to do so comfortably. The tree is backing somewhere in Narnia, but the Nexus is dead, and DK start off the LCK season with a bang.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.